your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Oh, why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves.
That hurt.
And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic!
Yeah, that was awesome.
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
May Adam Law Firm, American Bank and Trust, Gators Pizza, Pasta and Subs, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, Pierre Regional Airport, Oahe Family YMCA, Red Rosa Italian Grill, Swenson Cowan Dental. Governor Volleyball is brought to you in part by Bauman Lumber, Birding Electric, and Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union.
These special in-game sponsors bring you Governor Volleyball. Potsdam Agency State Farm Insurance, the Hughes County Sheriff's Department, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Central Dakota Eye Care, Envirotech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection, Comtech, Coca-Cola Bottling, Leiden & Associates, Ameriprise Financial, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Hermanson Endodontics, Cowboy Country Stores, and Gales Gas Service.
Now, Pierre Governor Volleyball.
All right, hello, and a very good Friday afternoon, a Veterans Day Friday for all of our veterans who are listening. We start with a very, very hearty, healthy thank you for all you do for us. We welcome you to our coverage of Governor High School Volleyball, the SoDak 16 being played today. For the second year in a row, the Governors are the number 5 seed, and for the second year in a row, hosting a SoDak 16 opponent. This time around, well, last year it was Yankton. The Governors went to the state tournament on a straight set victory over the Gazelles on that particular match. Today they'll try to do the same thing, having to beat the Brandon Valley Lynx. Brandon had a little adventure getting here. Their bus broke down around Vivian. They came in just a little bit late. They were given a little extra time to get more loosened up, and they're ready to go as well. Hope you are too, as a trip to the state AA volleyball tournament in Sioux Falls next weekend is what these two teams will play for today. The Governors, as we mentioned, the 5 seed, coming in with a record of 15-5. Brandon Valley, who was the 4 seed, and this was a first-round state tournament matchup a year ago, last year, but they were the 4 seed last year. This year they've had their struggles. They've gone 10-20 so far. They'll come in as the number 12 seed. Two teams that played each other on October 1st. The Governors won in Brandon in straight sets. They were mostly pretty tightly contested. Tough match coming up. We'll see who moves on. And for Governor fans, that's obviously what they hope to do, is to move on to the state tournament for the second year in a row. We've got a lot to talk about coming up in our pregame show. Pregame will be brought to you by the Becky Potts of a State Farm Insurance Agency. We'll take a look at how things are shaping up. We'll look at the SoDak 16 matches. Some of them have already been played, and some are today, and one yet will be tomorrow, as the weather has caused some issues in trying to get these matches and the tournament field set for the state AA next weekend. So we'll run all of that down in the state of volleyball. We will also talk with head coach Tiffany Stoser for keys to success. Got your starting lineups and a whole lot more maybe we'll look in on some football championship stuff as well. Coming up in our Potsdam State Farm pregame show, we're back in this after this 3-minute timeout. Governor postseason volleyball is on your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7, and we are live streaming with the help of Live Ticket at drgnews.com.
For over 100 years, State Farm Insurance has been there to help whenever you need them. The team at Potsdam State Farm is your Central South Dakota good neighbor. While technology may have changed, you can always expect top-notch customer service from Potsdam State Farm. They'll take care of all of your insurance and financial service needs, where good neighbor service is their continued priority. Potsdam State Farm Insurance, with offices in Pierre and Gregory.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Your cancer care should be as unique as you are. At Avera Breast Center, our team of experts create a treatment plan that will work best for your type of cancer, using the latest screening, radiation, and surgical techniques. You also have access to holistic approaches to help with side effects, and a 24/7 call center for answers to your cancer questions when you need them. Learn more at avera.org/breast or by calling 855-697-2592.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino, from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
One team. The Pierre Governors know what that means, and so do the men and women of the Hughes County Sheriff's Office. No matter how good you are, a good team makes you better. To be the best, that takes teamwork. If you want to know more about the Hughes County Sheriff's Office and their 361 team, log on at hughescounty.org and click on the Sheriff tab. The Hughes County Sheriff's Office and the Pierre Govs, winning teams. Welcome back to Governor Volleyball at Riggs High Gym, and welcome to our Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. Brian Oakland on the Upper West Side, up in the upper deck with Caleb Brozick running camera, stationed in the Upper East Side of Riggs High Gym. We've got this whole place surrounded. That's our Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth, and a big thank you not only to veterans but also to first responders on this day, especially those from the Hughes County Sheriff's Department. And our Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth, bringing you Governor Volleyball into our Becky Potsdam State Farm pregame show. Here's how things ended up at the end of the regular season. There were some matches that will run down. Last time the Governors played was at Sioux Falls Jefferson Tuesday of last week. It didn't go so well, to say the least. 25-13, 25-14, 25-17. Jefferson was the winner in that one, as Brandon Valley last played a couple of matches last week. They did lose Tuesday night to Mitchell 3-1, and they also lost in straight sets to Huron Thursday night, 25-12, 25-19, 25-20. So that's how they are coming into the postseason as well. Huron had a straight set win over Watertown. Brookings beat Yankton in 5. O'Gorman swept Huron on Tuesday night last week. Aberdeen Central over Roosevelt in 4, which to me was a bit of a surprise. Rapid City Stevens beat Spearfish in 4 sets, and Sturgis swept Rapid City Central. Then on Thursday, in addition to Brandon Valley's loss to Huron, Harrisburg beat Brookings in 3 straight. Watertown a 3-1 win over Yankton. Jefferson turned around and swept Aberdeen. O'Gorman with a sweep of Mitchell, and Spearfish sweeping Douglas in that Thursday night action. Sioux Falls, Lincoln, and Washington went to Rapid City on Friday and Saturday. Friday night, Washington beat Stevens 3-1, and Lincoln swept Rapid City Central. Washington, of course, swept Rapid City Central the next day on Saturday, and Lincoln also was a 3-1 winner over Rapid City Stevens. So, as Sioux Falls, Washington, and O'Gorman have the top records. Actually, Harrisburg, the best record at 24-3. Washington and O'Gorman both 24-4. Closing out the regular season. Sioux Falls Jefferson at 22-6 is the 4 seed. The Governors are the 5. So even though the Governors didn't play so well at Sioux Falls Jefferson last week, if they get by Brandon Valley today, Jefferson actually would most likely be their first round opponent in the state tournament next weekend. Lincoln at 19-10 is a 6 seed. Huron at 17-9, the 7. Rapid City Stevens, the 8 seed. Here's the SoDak 16 matchups, and we'll give you some scores of the ones that are already completed. There were some matches that were able to be played either Wednesday night or last night. Matches included, well, let's get to volleyball here very quickly, but on Wednesday, one match was played. Huron, the 7 seed, defeated Aberdeen Central by a 3-1 game score. There were 3 matches last night. Sioux Falls Lincoln gets by Watertown 3-1. Jefferson was a winner in straight sets over Brookings. That's the 4 over the 13, and top seed, actually top ranked, but 3 seed Harrisburg, a 3-set winner over Mitchell, 25-20, 25-15, 25-15. So again, 3 more matches today, including the Governors hosting Brandon Valley. Number 2, O'Gorman will host number 15, Spearfish, and number 1, Washington, hosting the 16 seed, Douglas. And then tomorrow, one more match that will decide the rest of the state tournament field, and that's number 8, Rapid City Stevens, against number 9, Sioux Falls Roosevelt. So 4 matches down, 4 matches to go. And there's no reseeding in AA, so we pretty much know how things are faring so far, as Jefferson, Harrisburg, Lincoln, and Huron are already into the state tournament. Of course, we've got a big one coming up tomorrow as well. We'll just throw this out there. The Pierre Governor football players who are all here in attendance going to board a bus after this one to head down toward Vermilion. They will try for their 6th straight state championship in 11 AA. They'll host, or I should say they'll take on, once again, the T Area Titans. That one starting at 1 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be on the air at 12:15 for an extended pregame coming up tomorrow in the state 11 AA football championship here on River 92.7. Let's talk with the head coach. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We can go 3 minutes, and we're back with Keys to Success. And Tiffany Stoser of the Pierre Governors, as the SoDak 16 is coming up here, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Beck Motor Company is thankful for their customers. With your vehicle purchase in November, enjoy a coupon for a delicious Perkins pie for your holiday gatherings. New vehicles are arriving daily, and our pre-owned selection has never been better. Needing cash for the holidays? Stop in for a no-obligation appraisal anytime. See us at beck-motors.com, 605-224-5912. Beck Motor Company, Pierre.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building, the garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, keys to success in the SoDak 16 for the Pierre Governors at long last. Here, this volleyball game comes, and we get a chance to talk to Coach Tiffany Stoser about a matchup with Brandon Valley, Coach, a team that you handled, what has it been, 4, 5, 6 weeks ago now, but as they've had their struggles down the stretch, you kind of look at one match that you had last week, also a bit of a struggle, and I'm sure everybody nonetheless is itching to get at this one.
Yeah, we're ready to get back out there and, play our type of volleyball. It's been, like you said, I think it was October 1st when we played them last, and they've had a lot of changes since then. We've put in some different changes since then, and so completely different match tonight. Both of us have seniors that want to keep going. Certainly don't want this to be their last game, and so I'm expecting both sides to come out with everything they've got tonight.
It really is all about what's on the line. Obviously, a state tournament berth. You'd love to get back there, and I think the goal for this team still is to be better than what happened last year against this very team, especially.
Right. That's still fresh in our minds. It's been a year, but all week long we've had that fifth set score up on the board just as a reminder, 11-15, and we're 4 points away from playing a night game, playing them in the first round. So definitely some payback time, some unfinished business, and they've had that in mind. As soon as we found out we were getting to play Brandon Valley in this game, that's the biggest reward for them would be to stop them short of a state tournament appearance, and that's what we're going to try and do tonight.
I feel like we're friends, right? So I can ask you about your last match at Sioux Falls Jefferson. I know that last match of the regular season, it just seemed like a match where really Jefferson's coming on and maybe outmatched a little bit. But what did you feel like in that one? And I don't want to look ahead, but there's a very good chance you'll play them again if you win this match.
Yeah, I felt like we couldn't put 2 points together, 2 points in a row. We just couldn't. We'd get one and they'd stop us. We had so many unforced errors. I felt like we weren't in position. Their offense was extremely quick, and they played a near perfect game. I think they had 8 errors on the entire night, which, serving and hitting combined. So that's as clean a volleyball as you can play. I think that in all the films I've watched, that's about their best outing and was definitely our worst. So, when that's the combination, things don't look good. And we got a lot of things that we would need to fix before we play them again in terms of how we take care of business on our side of the net.
Can you watch a team that's really clicking like that and watch film and maybe turn that into something as what you want to do and work on things like call it a copycat, so to speak?
Yeah, that's what you've got to turn tough plays into in-system balls, and they just did that time and time again. And we did watch the game, and it wasn't a fun day watch that. But that's what we've got to do. We got to convert difficult plays into in-system balls, and the good teams do that. And we're going to be playing good teams from here on out.
All right, Brandon Valley, back to the Lynx here. And the first time you played them, it seemed like you had that kind of a day where everything they sent across, you're able to get in system, and you kind of kept them on the run the whole time.
I thought so. I thought we created difficulty for them. I thought our block was on that night. You know, we were playing aggressive. We were eager for a turn to go out there and play. It was also an afternoon game, you know, so we've seen them once in the afternoon before. You know, but it was close. It was a 3-set sweep, but it wasn't anything easy. You know, they were scoring in the 20s every time, and so you know, the worst thing we can do is look over this team tonight.
Yeah, I think they've got the presence up front. They definitely have the hitters. So once again, your block is going to be kind of the first line of defense, literally.
Yeah, literally. It's got to be set, you know, and set early. I think we can do that. I think that they set high enough and that we have time. But we got to get after it and make sure that we're ready for their swings.
Talk about the seniors here. And, of course, you had a big event with Avery Kaiser signing with Northern State just a couple of days ago. And, you know, so everybody...
You know, Lily's got her 1,000th kill, so we're going to be able to show that off a little bit tonight, present her with some things. That's a 1,000 career assist. I apologize, yeah. So that's, you know, a huge accomplishment for her. We got seniors doing remarkable things, seniors setting season records that nobody's ever done in Governor volleyball, and we got to keep playing. We got to keep going. This group's too good to stop tonight. Yeah, and it's up to the underclassmen to kind of do their part to play for themselves, but also for the seniors too. Yeah, it sure is, and a couple of them that are new to the lineup, you know, Campbell and Michaela stand out as they're finding their confidence and they're peaking at the right time for us. It's kind of been a surprise for a couple teams with their abilities that they're unknown at this point. And then, you know, Reese, Slaney, and Elise, they're competitors. They want to win, and they'll do whatever it takes for these seniors to keep going. All right, keys to success in one match against the Lynx here. Aggressive. If we need to serve aggressively, make sure they're out of system on every ball they send over to us. We don't want their hitters to get anything where they can fire hard at us. We're going to serve aggressive, find open areas, and make them send free balls, roll shots back to us. How about the week and a half of practice? It's just, I'm sure, a good week, but still kind of an unorthodox week for you, isn't it? It's been a great week of practice. You know, we've worked a lot on some mental things, communication. Also, you know, talk about committing 100% no matter what, and committing in everything we do. Girls have really rallied around it. I think we've had some of the best practices we've had all season. 10 days off is a long time. They're ready to get on the floor. Coach, let's go get it, all right? Let's do it. Okay. Tiffany Stoser, the head coach of the Governor girls volleyball squad. Coach's comments and keys to success are brought to you in our pregame by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. We did not talk with Coach Marette Grage of Brandon Valley with the way things went and their adventures in getting here. Again, bus broke down around Vivian. They got here a little bit late. Of course, we're starting about 15 minutes late. They're ready to go, but we just kind of wanted to get Coach going in her swing of things. But for Brandon Valley, their key to success today is going to be, I think, to minimize errors. This team, from what we saw earlier this season when these two teams met in Brandon, is a little bit mistake prone. They're a little less experienced than the team that the Governors lost to in 5 sets last year in the state tournament. So I think if they get their swings going and can keep them down, especially rather than hitting long or wide, if they can get their set passes in place as well, then this team could cause some real problems for the Governors. Just my view of keys to success in a nutshell there for Brandon Valley as well. We'll hear from Central Dakota Eye Care. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, and we're back with the starting lineups coming up as our Becky Pottsema State Farm pregame show continues. SoDak 16, Governor Volleyball here on River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety, River 92.7, KGFX-FM, Pierre. Stop speeding before it stops you. Obey posted speed limits.
Central Dakota Eye Care continues to grow. Hi, this is Dr. Matthew Blazik. I've recently joined the practice at Central Dakota Eye Care. I'm excited to move back to Pierre, and I am accepting new patients of all ages. We offer state-of-the-art equipment, trained staff, and the best selection of eyewear and contact lenses. Regular, yearly, comprehensive eye exams are key to finding eye problems before symptoms appear. Call us today at 224-6128 for an appointment. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Push it, pull it, drag it, haul it, tow it. Just get it to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. Right now, your trade is worth at least $3,000. If it's got a VIN number and on 4 wheels, we'll give you $3,000 for it when you trade in at Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. Don't wait. This special won't last long. Get $3,000 when you trade at Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota, 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Some restrictions apply. Limited one trade per deal. Minimum purchase $10,000. See dealer for details.
Hey, DQ fans, I'm so thankful for November's Blizzard of the Month, and you will be too. The Oreo Hot Cocoa Blizzard Treat is back. Yes, you heard that right. Oreo cookies, cocoa fudge, whipped topping, and world-famous DQ soft serve all blended together into tantalizing treat perfection. Go quick. Something this delicious won't be available forever. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy taste good.
Back at ringside, Jim, and we continue with our pregame show. Time for the starting lineups here as we'll take a look at Brandon Valley. First, starting lineups are brought to you by Envirotech in Pierre. And for the Lynx, they'll begin with a back row player, defensive specialist Lexi Gavareski, a 5'5" junior. Sister Allie Gavareski, the primary setter, a 5'7" junior for the Lynx. Setting up for the hitters, who include Josie Wickersham, primarily the 5'8" senior on the outside, one of the leaders of this squad. Catherine Gray is a senior on the right side, 5'11" for Brandon Valley. Kennedy Kuiper, right side and middle blocker at 5'10", and a senior. Maya Hale will be one of the featured hitters up front as well. She is a 6'1" junior for Brandon Valley. So Wickersham, Gray, Kuiper, and Hale. Also, Allie and Lexi Gavareski in the back row and doing the setter duties as well. Sydney Benson is the libero, a 5'5" junior. Pretty good at what she does as well. Look for Gianna Stroh, a 5'9" freshman coming in. Also, 5'8" junior, and Paisley Hoff to be a second setter coming in from time to time. For Brandon Valley, 10-20 on the season, the number 12 seed in the SoDak 16, head coached by Marette Grage, assisted by Cody McGuire, Diane Terpstra, Alyssa Hamer, and Brianna Kasmarinsky. Those are the starting lineups for the visiting Brandon Valley Lynx, brought to you by Envirotech in Pierre. We'll hear from Envirotech and the Governors. Starters are next. This is Governor Volleyball.
Envirotech makes life a little bit simpler. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what is handed to you, Envirotech has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy setup, easy pickup, and easy payment. Call Envirotech at 605-224-4804 or use their website to pay your bill online at envirotechwaste.com. Use their mobile app, Waste Connect. Check their website or receive a robocall for collection schedule because of weather or holidays. Envirotech has you covered.
Envirotech starters for the Pierre Governors, the way it's been for pretty much all season long. Lainey Rinke, the defensive specialist in the back row, 5'6", and a junior, and also Elise Christofferson, one of the setters at 5'7" and a junior, along with Lily Sanchez, she of the 1,000-plus assists now, a 5'9" senior. Heading up for the hitters, who include Sanchez, as well as McKenna Schleckaway, a 5'11" senior in the middle, Reese Terwilliger, the 5'11" junior in the middle, and Avery Kaiser, the 6-footer on the outside, the senior and now future Northern State Wolf. As the Governors have Lainey Rinke, Lily Sanchez, McKenna Schleckaway, Elise Christofferson, Avery Kaiser, Reese Terwilliger in the starting rotation. Off the bench, of course, Campbell Boddicker, the 5'10" junior, hitting great on the outside for much of the season, and the blocking specialist, Michaela Sherwood, the 6'2" junior in the middle. Of course, libero Remington Price, the 5'7" senior, will try to keep things off the floor as well. For the number 5 seeded Pierre Governors, 15-5 on the year, Tiffany Stoser, head coach, assisted by Alexis Terwilliger, Chloe Kaiser, Kim Byerly, and Taylor Hyde McLennan throughout the season. Those are your Envirotech starting lineups, brought to you by Envirotech in Pierre. Another starting lineup to give to you is the naming of today's game officials, our law on the court today, and they're sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, more specifically their Division of Consumer Protection. Licensed and assigned by the South Dakota High School Activities Association to officiate today's match. And we thank them for doing what is very often a thankless job in officiating high school sports. And minding the net today will be Sandy Negebauer and Sharon Ferry. In the lines and the corners, Nicole Bowman and Beverly Ball are line judges, along with the netminders for our law on the court. Sandy Negebauer, Sharon Ferry, Nicole Bowman, Bev Ball, our game officials, sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, their Division of Consumer Protection. We pause for 3 minutes. We're getting closer to the first serve. SoDak 16 with a trip to state on the line. You're listening to Governor Volleyball on your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Car scams are more common now, largely due to the low inventory of vehicles. This is your Attorney General, Mark Vargo, saying that while we may take this type of purchase for granted, don't rush into it for fear of losing out on that vehicle. Stay vigilant and do your homework before you make the purchase. If you're purchasing a used vehicle, know who you're dealing with, know what you're signing, and be sure you get a copy of the signed agreement at the time of purchase. Be wary of look-alike or sound-alike car dealer websites. If you have questions, contact my Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
It's the season of getting cozy, the season of warm apple ciders and sweet pumpkin pies. Before it's gone, be sure to get in the car, rev up that engine, put your pedal to the metal, and burn rubber before heading straight to the games. Fall sports are back, and First Dakota is sitting right up front with you on this adrenaline roller coaster. Raise your hands with every game-saving point, shout out your lungs when it kicks into overtime, and enjoy the ride of the season. Make some noise with First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakotanationalbank.com. Member FDIC.
At The Y, we're more than a gym. We're a cause-driven charitable organization focused on nurturing the potential of every youth and adult in our community. For 50 years, our doors have been open for all, people from all backgrounds and walks of life. Keeping your spirit, mind, and body healthy is more important now than ever before. We invite you to stop in and experience The Y. From strength training to childcare, swim lessons and group exercise, youth sports, and more, there is something for everyone. Discover your why at the Oahe Family YMCA in Pierre, where we are for youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. We'll see you at The Y.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future, just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blaze the trail for me. Because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in South Dakota high school sports.
This message presented by the SDHSAA and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom located right off the truck route on Irwin Street. Come in and see what you've been missing. A large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, home and business security and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology needs. Wishing all athletes the best of luck in today's competition. Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
Back at Ringside, Jim, hearing from Comtech Communication and Electronic Services in Pierre. They sponsor our opening serve of today's match. We're still a couple of minutes away from that as the Brandon Valley Lynx are being announced on the court right now. And I'll just run down the starters of what they've got lined up out there. Josie Wickersham, Catherine Gray, also Kennedy Kuiper, and Lexi Gavareski at number 17. And looks like number 19, Raya Sheely, a 5'8 freshman, is in the starting lineup, along with Maya Hale and the libero Sydney Benson. So we didn't see Raya Sheely in the first match earlier this season. But that's one of the things maybe that Brandon Valley has switched up a little bit, according to Coach Tiffany Stoser, who said they've made some changes. And, of course, Coach said the Governors have made some changes along the way. It is a great crowd and a great atmosphere here at Riggs High today. You got the Governor football team packing the student body as they'll jump on the bus and head down to Vermilion after this one. But a lot of green in the stands. Brandon Valley brought a pretty good contingent as well to brave the elements. And, well, as we understand it, Interstate 90, not so bad, but a little bit of an adventure once again for the Lynx and their bus on the way, at Vivian. And then we still understand Highway 83 is a little bit dicey, as is Western South Dakota. So travel safe if you're out there. But that's also a good reminder from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, celebrating being a part of a team to buckle up. They say buckle up every trip, every time. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. High school football championship games continuing here today. Yesterday, 9B was won by Hitchcock-Tulare, a 50-28 win over Harriet-Selby area in a battle of unbeatens going into that game. And then last night, it was a 36-23 win for the Gregory Gorillas. They're champions again in Class 9A as they knocked off previously unbeaten Warner. And today, how about it? A West River football state championship. I'm pretty cool with that. Wall is going to defeat Parkston. They're leading 34-14 in the final minute of that one in 9AA today. The 11B championship will be next. That starts at about 2:30. Unbeaten and two-time defending champion winner will take on Elk Point Jefferson, the 3 seed. And then tonight, it'll be Del Rapids number 1 against West Central number 2. Tomorrow begins at 1 o'clock with the Pierre Governors rematching against the T-Area Titans. We'll have it for you. Extended pregame, 12:15 pregame, and a 1 o'clock afternoon kickoff for the 11AA state title. And then tomorrow night, Sioux Falls Jefferson 11-0 taking on 9-2 Harrisburg for the 11 AAA championship. We'll keep you updated on how things go. But again, congratulations to former Stanley County head football coach Lex Heathershaw. Actually, he was a basketball coach, I guess, but Lex Heathershaw and the Wall Eagles are going to be the 9AA state champions with a 34-14 win over Parkston. We are set to go, and the Comtech opening tip is Remy Price will check in for Reese Terwilliger in the back row. But Brandon Valley may get the opening serve, and retreating to do that will be Kennedy Kuiper. As you watch this in a full court view, you'll see Brandon Valley in black with the red sleeves and cuffs. Hitting from your right to left, the Governors in home white with the green numbers and sleeves and cuffs heading from left to right. First serve by Kuiper, played up by Avery Kaiser, who puts a tapper up, but blocked right back to her and then pushed away by Elise Christofferson. Brandon Valley setting up Maya Hale. She'll also tap. Kaiser comes up with a bigger swing this time, and the Governors will strike first. Set assist for Lily Sanchez. Kaiser couldn't get the swing that she wanted the first crack at it. Oddly enough, neither could Maya Hale, as she just chose to tap it back to the Govs. But the second time around, it was Avery Kaiser, the future Northern State Wolf, to start up with a side out and a Governor lead. Here comes Hale. Nice shot out of the reach of of Remy Price. Off of her shoe tops. Couldn't get that one. Going from the middle to set back up to the outside left. A nice job by the setter in Ali Gavareski and putting that one up and across. Now, Paisley Hoff checking in to serve in a 1-1 tie. Sanchez will swing right side and just a little bit long as the Governors commit an error. And will fall behind 2-1. Paisley Hoff will serve it again. Right to left, that one's away. Played up. Good pass by Rinke. Christofferson across the way, and Avery Kaiser will get the other cross-court attempt to go. For Brandon Valley, they're looking at a set pass that went from their left to right a long way from Elise Christofferson to Avery Kaiser, and then Kaiser went back the other way in the cross-court attempt. Tough to defend, and a good look at that. And there's Lily Sanchez with her first serving attempt of the day, and that'll fall fair for an ace. And the Governors will take the lead back at 3-2. It's official. Wall has now defeated Parkston 34-14. Sanchez down the right side. Lexi Gavareski gets it up into the air. Just a free ball on the return. Last touch by Wickersham. Here's a swing for Sherwood. Blocked back, but a great job by Lainey Rinke to keep it off the floor. Now back set. It's Terwilliger from Sanchez. And Reese Terwilliger gets one to go. Governors don't get that play without Lainey Rinke, and a great reflex to keep a good block by Brandon Valley off the floor. Sanchez serves for the third in a row here. Gavareski to Sheely, the freshman setter. Hale off of Sherwood's head, as it turns out. And Maya Hale will score her second kill. It's 3, serving 4. Brandon Valley taking the serve back. So Sheely is one to watch in that setting, or that setter spot for Brandon Valley. Here's a swing for Kaiser. Again, a good block by the Lynx, but Terwilliger swings from the left side. That's defended. Now the Governors get their first block up from Gianna Stroh, who was denied. Hale will swing again, though, and she's got 3. Maya Hale, the 6'1 junior, off to a good start here. Now we're tied at 4-4. Rally scoring in the race to 25 each game. Price plays this one up to Sanchez. Terwilliger swings, but Sydney Benson there, and a nice effort over by Sheely, but the Governors cover it up. Now Terwilliger swings again and scores. Reese Terwilliger with a hot shot out on the right side, and the Governors will take a lead back at 5-4. Kaiser's turn to serve. Lainey Rinke out. Campbell Boddicker, the fine 5'10 junior hitter, is in up front. Kaiser will go straight up the middle. Got the Lynx to get low on that one, and now backpedaling. Stroh is unable to get this one back to the net and over. First error for the Lynx, and a 2-point advantage for the Govs. Kaiser ready to go again, straight up the middle. As per usual, played by Wickersham up to the setter. Here's a swing that probably would have gone long, but Price gets a set dig up in the air. Campbell Boddicker's first swing, dug out by Benson. There's a dig, but then miscommunication for Brandon Valley. As Raya Sheely was trying to run it down, but Deanna Stroh wasn't quite so short. That's a kill for Campbell Boddicker, and now an ace coming back, and the Governors starting to get in a rhythm here. Kaiser with her first ace, the second overall, as Pierre leads 8-4. Sandy Negebauer, the R1. Sharon Ferry at the scorer's table, R2. Little lob served by Kaiser, almost put back across, but Sheely sets up Hale. Price will dig that out. Now Terwilliger, too strong. Lily Sanchez looking for a touch up front by Brandon Valley. Won't get it, as the Governors will commit their second error. That was a good 4-point run, though, after a 3-point service run the previous trip. Now Sydney Benson to serve. Sends one deep. Kaiser will push it back to Sanchez up front. And it is Sherwood who tapped it over. Brandon Valley trying to keep it alive at the net, but they will go into the net. And Pierre will get a quick side out right back in a 9-5 lead. Game number 1. Just underway, playing the best 3 out of 5. Terwilliger goes right side with the serve this time. Now on the move, a little roll shot. Going to work out for Kennedy Kuiper. Good job well done on that placement of the set assist for Raya Sheely. 9-6. Here on top. Allie Gavareski will check in to serve. If I'm seeing the number correctly, that might not be correct, though. We'll get that to you momentarily. Sherwood swings. It's blocked right back. Now Price will set it up for Kaiser in the back row. That's good. Back row attack for Kaiser. That was actually Sheely who served that last one, 19 rather than 14. So the Governors with another quick side out. Back to a 4-point advantage, and Elise Christofferson will take her turn in serve. Long braid for Elise today. Palm shot back, feet on the floor. AC sets up Campbell Boddicker. This one dug up into the air. Good job by Wickersham, and staying away from the next pass. Cleared away by Benson. Now a two-handed shove. Tapper over from Sanchez. No good. Benson did her job. But Catherine Gray trying to range out onto the right side, unable to clear the net. And another point in serve here for Pierre. Christofferson will serve it again as Wickersham ties the shoe. Now we're set to go. 11 serving 6. Wickersham sets it up there, dumps it up to Shealy here. Great. Tap her over. Now the two-hander on second touch by Sanchez. No good. Sanchez will get it back as Boddicker tapped out of the rafters. It comes the Governors in a little bit of disarray, but they get a free ball across. Now Shealy will set up. Decoy here, but Tapper, no good. Sanchez can't reach this one. It's still on the Governor's side, and that'll be a Brandon Valley point. So the Lynx will get a serve again. Gianna Stroh, the freshman, ranges and rotates back. Serves it away with a right hand. Kaiser plays it up to Christofferson. Big swing, Sanchez, but a good job defensively by Brandon Valley. Now push back here. Nothing doing. Another tapper is away. Wickersham to Shealy. Right side, Gray goes cross court, but this one no good. As Stroh, the freshman, who served that one, now going to be replaced by Lexi Gavareski, the 5'5 junior. And these two teams met in early October. Lexi Gavareski was the primary setter. Now they've got that young freshman in there to do that dirty work. There's a set pass, though, by Shealy, the freshman, who was a little errant on that one. Kaiser was waiting to put it away with two hands, and she does, even though the Brandon Valley coaching staff maybe wanting one out of the zone there. 13-7. Here comes Lainey Rinke. Left to right, it's across. Benson will play it up to Shealy. Now Wickersham off the block, and that's good. Josie Wickersham will collect her first kill. Or they call that on Pierre. No, Sandy Negebauer may have seen that a little bit different. She didn't see the block. The ball did fall in front of the Pierre bench, and apparently she's ruling that out of bounds. She'll be overruled, and that's the correct call. So a nice job there by our game officials. Brandon Valley with the point. They'll be back within 5. Joe Auk of the South Dakota High School Activities Association nodding in approval of the job well done by her officials there. My friend Joe is in attendance here. Kaiser, hot shot. Gavareski stares it down. Now Hale off the 10-foot line, swings and scores. Good point for Brandon Valley there, and Maya Hale back in up front for the Lynx. She had a good start, 3 kills in her first trip through. Gets her 4th now to put Brandon Valley back within 4. 13-9. Set return here for Kaiser. Puts the left-hander across on a hot tap. Wickersham has to free ball it back. Price sets it up to Christofferson. Outside right, score it for Lily Sanchez. Governors got in system. Price's first pass was a little close to the net, but Elise Christofferson did a nice job in keeping that one alive and setting it up behind her for Lily Sanchez with her first kill of the day. 14-9, Governors lead. Hale ready to go left side, but this is a tapper. Good. Maya Hale can score in a lot of ways up front. Now the rotation will bring Paisley Hoff back in off the bench for Brandon Valley, who trails 14-10. She'll serve it away. Price up to Christofferson. Hang time and a tap away from Terwilliger. Now Wickersham on the run with a palm shot. And it's Rinke to Christofferson. Kaiser couldn't get much on this one. Shealy to Hale. Too much on that set from the freshman. Hale had to run it down near the scorer's table. Can't get it back over the net. And hitting error number 5 for Brandon Valley. 15-10, our score. Governors lead. Game number 1. Michaela Sherwood back in for Elise Christofferson, rotating up front as Sanchez serves it away. Swing out from Wickersham. Here's Sherwood to the back row. Gavareski digs, and another misplaced set. As Brandon Valley can't clear the net, will commit the error. 6 of those, and that's our difference so far as a timeout will be called by the Lynx on the floor. 16-10, our score. Timeouts in our broadcast sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling and Pierre. Grab a Coke and be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Governor Postseason Volleyball.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Well, so far here in Game 1, the Governors been able to keep Brandon Valley at the proverbial arm's length so far, leading 16-10. Welcome back to Riggs High Gym. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. Postseason volleyball today, state championship football tomorrow afternoon here on your official home of the Governors, River 92.7. Maya Hale with a swing, dug out, returned by the Govs. Hale will come on the run again, but a block up front for Kaiser. Michaela Sherwood there as well. Hale's had a good start to this first set, but a block point for Avery Kaiser. Will deny this time, and Sanchez will continue in serve. Third one in this trip, 17-10. Tough serve here, and a double hit called on Hale after Gavareski down the line. Unable to get that one up in the air. Kind of a line drive back to Hale, who couldn't get underneath it. I call that an ace there for Lily Sanchez. 18-10. Even though there were two hits on it, Sanchez tries same spot, but this one misses a little wide to the right. And our 29th point of this first set total is the first one that ends in a service error for either team. Governors with a cushion, 18-11. Good serve, though, coming right back. It's Josie Wickersham with a service ace. Out of the reach of the Governors. First ace for Brandon Valley. Wickersham again. Hardware on that right knee for Wickersham. Here's a swing for Sherwood. Dig back. Nicely done by Jayana Stroh to punch it back over the net on a backhander. Kaiser is dug out. Meanwhile, Stroh with a big swing and a reaching dig for Lady Rinke. She'll push it back with two hands. Now Hale with the first touch. Taps it over. There's Rinke again. Up to Kaiser. Swing it out. It's Sherwood. Couldn't get much on it, though. Stroh will swing it again, but Price with a set dig. Now Sanchez to Kaiser. Cross-court shot. No good. Boy, a great point for Lady Rinke of the Governors. It comes up for a naught, and you got to give credit to Brandon Valley, who kept swinging. As they've got three in a row now, 18-13, and Wickersham serves it again. Kaiser to Sanchez. This one good for Reese Terwilliger through the block and toward the scorer's table. Governors didn't get that previous point that they wanted quite a bit, but this one they'll take. 19-13 as Rinke checks out, and it's Campbell Boddicker in up front again for Pierre. Back to serve is Avery Kaiser. Final home match for these seniors, including Avery Kaiser. Price to Kaiser. Well done to clear it away. Second hit over. Sherwood will return it right back. Now Hale on the quick set. Sanchez to the knees. Keeps it off the floor. Price to Kaiser. Then Hale again. Back to Stroh. And this one good through the block and down on the Pierce side. Gianna Stroh with her first swinging kill. Another good point there for both teams. Brandon Valley playing well. Hale checks out, though. Sydney Benson is in. Serve played up. Here has a free ball at back. Kaiser shoots it a long way. Shealy will set up here. 1-2. Not enough. That's a slide kill for Kennedy Kuiper. Brandon Valley playing tough, just as they did in Brandon when the Governors swept them on October 1st. There are no gimmies, though. Here comes Terwilliger, and that'll be a block out there by Stroh on the left side. And the Governors will take a timeout here. Kuiper also there to deny. So Brandon Valley with the defensive point suddenly back within three at 19-16. Governors leading, but a Coca-Cola timeout on the floor, and we take it with them here. Back with more Pierre Governor postseason volleyball on River 92.7.
Rosenberg Implement, your John Deere dealer with 8 locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming, remind area producers now is a perfect time to replace those worn-out windrower guards. And you can save some cash with an 8% discount this week on all your windrower guard purchases, so your windrower is ready to go this spring. Stop by Rosenberg Implement with 8 locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming today, or go to grosenberg.com.
DR Swenson Cowan Dental Office in Pierre.
Back at Riggs High Gym, game number 1. It's 19-16. There are 3 matches today. The other 2 start at 5 o'clock. However, both in Sioux Falls, as O'Gorman hosts Spearfish, and Washington will host Douglas. And then 1 match tomorrow, Sioux Falls Roosevelt at Rapid City Stevens. The 9 versus 8 matchup. Here it's 12 versus 5. The 5-seed Governors leading 19-16, but it's the 12-seed Brandon Valley Lynx picking up some steam as we went to timeout. Now they get another one from Jayana Stroh. Back-to-back kills for number 4, and it's 19-17. Governors have led by 8 here in this first set, but there is a comeback kill for Michaela Sherwood, who will score her first of the day. You're maintaining a 3-point lead now, 20-17 on the way to 25. Terwilliger will swing from left to right. Serve away. Lynx get underneath it. They'll swing it out to a Stroh. Nice dig there, though, for Sanchez from the back row. Kaiser clears it. Stroh wants another one, but she'll palm this one across. Tapper. Kaiser sets up outside Sherwood. Hot shot, but dug out of the back row by Paisley Hoff. And now a double hit on the set attempt here by the Lynx. So another error by Brandon Valley. Governors will take the help. And it's 21-17 here in the first. Going deep on that serve for Reese Terwilliger. Here comes Kuiper on the run, but she'll miss that one long. And now Marette Grage will take her second and final timeout here in game number 1. Governors back up by 5 with 3 to go here in the first set. Another Coca-Cola break in the action. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Governors SoDak 16 volleyball.
G Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Knowles wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub.
Back at Riggs High Gym, as a good crowd on hand to see the final home game of the year for the Pierre Governors. Governors stumbled a bit, but getting back at it now. Leading 22-17. We're in the first set on the serve return. Brandon Valley with a palm shot away, and now as McKenna Schleckaway swings, we've got a net violation. Schleckaway missed wide right, but a net violation on the Lynx. Gives the Governors another point in serve, 23-17. As Terwilliger will bring it again. Shealy keeps it out of the net. Stroh will swing. Kaiser digs, but it's off the underside of the basketball structure above. Hot shot for Jayana Stroh, who will score her third kill, and Brandon Valley with a side out. 18 serving 23. Brandon Valley trying to play tough here, and they have been. Here comes Raya Shealy. Left-handed server away. Price will play it up. Boddicker swings, but that's blocked right back. Campbell will get it on a bump pass on the retreat. Now up, loose ball at the net. McKenna Schleckaway will put it home. Schleck's first, and the Governors once again with 6 players in the kill column here, and they've got set point in game number 1. 24-18. Elise Christopherson will serve for the set lead. Good line drive across, played up by Wickersham. In the air, Shealy had to run it down. It's a miss for Stroh on the right side, and the Governors will strike first on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Game 1 to the 5 seed, the home team. Pierre 25, Brandon Valley 18. The Governors take that 1-0 lead on the scoreboard. Brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Governor Volleyball brought to you in part by your Pierre Sports Marketing partners.
Are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Quarter Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Quarter Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Quarter Station and the Crossing.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Governors!
The 2 more aces that the Governors had, the 5 fewer errors that the Governors had as well. And there's your 25-18 scoring difference right there. Governors strike first. They lead 1-0, and our Comtech first serve will have Remy Price to do the honors for Pierre. Second set officially underway, sponsored by Comtech in Pierre. Brian Olkin with you. Glad to have you aboard. Brandon Valley gets started, though, and a nice job. Bump set spike and a back set from Raya Sheely to Catherine Gray, who will swing and score down the right sideline. Paisley Hoff will serve it up here for the Lynx. Brandon Valley led 2-1 in that first set. Hoff goes too long and too strong, though, this one. First service error by the Lynx today. We mentioned in keys to success. We didn't talk with Coach Grage today, but it's just one observation I had where the Lynx are a little bit mistake prone in those 10 errors in the hitting department and net violations and things like that, showing a little bit of that. Here they'll miss one. Once again, a set too strong for Maya Hale, and she has to try to adjust. Taps it over, but it's out of bounds. And the Governors get a service point for Lily Sanchez, who will swing it away. Left to right across. Big shot. Price gets underneath it. And Laney Rinke hustles it down. Kaiser will free ball it back. Brandon Valley thought they had that point. Now there's miscommunication on the Brandon Valley side. And as the Lynx thought they had a point, they get it taken right back. Remy Price with an outstanding dig to get low on that one. Here comes Sanchez again, 3-1 in the second. Hoff will play this one. It's Wickersham to set it back to Hale, and Michaela Sherwood standing her ground in the middle front. The blocking specialist with her first of the day, 4-1 Governors. After spotting the Lynx the first point in this second set. Sanchez again, misplayed. That'll be an ace as Gavareski unable to get the play up. Lindley Sanchez's third ace in the early going so far. 5-1. Got to tell you, it's the biggest crowd we've seen all year here at Riggs High Gym for high school volleyball. Hale with a big swing. That'll get the side out back for Brandon Valley. Maya Hale is to be feared. If she gets a good set to her, she's able to time that one up. She has a match-high 6 kills as Wickersham will serve 2, serving 5. Early second game, Kaiser gets the play up, then Sanchez out to Terwilliger. The block was there, but it's out of bounds on the ricochet. Reese Terwilliger scores her 4th kill of the afternoon. Rinke checking out for Campbell Boddicker. Again, rotating back in up front. Laney Rinke playing great so far. Kaiser sends him deep. Hoff will get it back as a swing for Gianna Stroh. That was blocked right back. Now Hale gets one through the touch up front from Sherwood. Maya Hale will score again. 6-3 updated score for the Governors. Lynx with the serve from Sydney Benson. Terwilliger plays it up, and Sherwood hammers it home, but her follow-through rattles the net. Sandy Negebauer, the R1, right on top of that. That was a big shot for Sherwood, but just a slight miss. First error of the second game for the Governors. It's 6-4 now. Sherwood tries it again. This one says long, according to Nicole Bowman, in the corner. Couple of great opportunities, but the Governors 0 for the last 2 as Benson will serve it again. Now, Kaiser getting underneath it. Passes up. Sanchez out to Boddicker, and Seabod will score through the block and down. Lynx got within 1, but Governors decide that's enough. They get the side out here. 7 serving 5 as Price is out of the back row now. For the Governors, Schleckaway back in up front now. Here's Stroh from the 10-foot line, right back to Terwilliger with the dig. Sanchez leaves it in the back row for Kaiser, but she'll miss it on the run, a little bit low. And just like that, Reese Terwilliger out, Remy Price back in at libero. 7-6 Pierre, second set. Pierre wins the first one, 25-18. That's 1 down, 2 to go to the state tournament for the Governors. And a misplay here by Kaiser on the serve from Raya Sheely. And the Lynx get their second ace here in the early going. We're tied up, 7-7. Sheely across. A little close to the net. Ooh, the Governors get away with a possible violation there. Tapped out by Brandon Valley. Now Sanchez to Boddicker. More conventional, but a good job defending for the Lynx. Here's Stroh again. Set dig. It's up in the air from Kaiser. Gets it back from Price. She'll bump it away on a free ball. Now the second touch over, but there was Boddicker. Brandon Valley still has it. Stroh taps it away. Now Price to Kaiser. Not much on it. Easy dig for Benson. She'll come back. Nope, it's free ball from the front line. Up front, there's Sherwood. Good. Boy, it took a while, but Michaela Sherwood finally gets the finish. And she'll promptly check out for Elise Christofferson. A lot of excitement in this match so far. It's the kind of thing you'll get in November volleyball, no doubt about that. Swing from the middle. Kaiser digs. Now Sanchez with a swing. This one goes off the net, and Benson's able to dig it back out. Kennedy Kuiper unable to get one. Boddicker will. Campbell Boddicker scores for the Governors. Actually, I believe that was Catherine Gray, the previous attempt for Brandon Valley, but whatever the case, the Governors get another service point, and they lead 9-7. Christofferson lobs one away. There is Gray. She'll get it back on a bump pass from Kuiper. Nice dig again for Remy Price. Punched out by the Governors. Stroh again, and Price gets low once again. How about Boddicker this time? No good. Nicely dug, and another block for Kuiper of Sanchez. Lily Sanchez to the back row this time. Wickersham digs it up. Now Gianna Stroh. Tap her over. Schleckaway got underneath it. Kaiser clears it out. Now Shealy will leave it on a quick tap here. Nothing doing. Another opportunity. Boddicker blocked back up in the air. Sanchez back to Boddicker. Can't get it across. Boy, there's a lot of spinning and turning and twisting on this one as the Governors unable to get the point. But again, desperation sometimes. That's what you get, and really well played, even though Brandon Valley gets the point. Sanchez to the back row, misses long. 5 errors for the Governors here, helping Brandon Valley to a 9-9 tie now. Govs had 4 errors in that first set, plus 1 in serve. So they've matched that total. Here in the early going of the second, now Schleckaway off the net will score. McKenna Schleckaway's second kill. The Governors will take the lead back. Brandon Valley had a 1-0 lead in this set, 2-1 early in the first, but that's all they've had so far. They have pulled even at 7-7 and now 9-9 as Rinke serves away and Kaiser goes up to get the return right back to the net. And Avery Kaiser with kill number 5. Effective serve for Lainey Rinke. As the junior will send it across again. That one destined to go long, I believe, but Benson makes a play on it. Now a swing for Wickersham, and there is a block up front. Schleckaway and Sanchez are there. I think that was McKenna Schleckaway maybe getting the most of that one. Suddenly the Governors have run off 3 in a row, and they lead 12-9, second set. Benson again plays it up from the middle. Tapper over from Gray. Governors with a chance to get in system. They don't take advantage, though. Brandon Valley has it back, and Wickersham with a hot shot in front of the feet of Bev Ball in the corner. Josie Wickersham, just her second kill. 3 in a row comes to an end for the Govs. Brandon Valley back in serve, and Kennedy Piper to do the honors as Sydney Benson would rotate up front. She'll have to check out. Maya Hale back in, though, for the Lynx. As Kaiser is dug out. Close to the net. Brandon Valley got it across. Pierre returned it immediately. Now the Governors have it back. Sanchez reaches for it, touches it off the net, and scores. Lily Sanchez. Second kill here, set from Christofferson, was a little too close to the net, but Sanchez able to get the bailout. Then it's 13-10. Price serving for the Governors. Here come the Lynx on the return and score it. Catherine Gray. Second kill of the day, both in this match. She'll check out right away, though, as Paisley Hoff will rotate in off the bench. 13-11. Govs lead by 2. And up the middle comes Hoff with it to Kaiser. Avery wants it right back. Didn't get a full swing on it, though. Benson will dig. Wickersham blocked by Sanchez. 3 block points for the Governors here in this second game. 4 overall in the match. Christofferson out. Sherwood in. Sanchez back to serve. Governors still leading by 3 at 14-11. Sanchez up the right side. Lexi Gabareski will play it up. Now a backhanded tap here for Maya Hale, unable to put it away. That one will miss wide on the near side. 15-11. Time for a timeout here. Called by Marette Grage and the Brandon Valley Lynx. Coca-Cola breaking the action. Timeout's brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. 15-11 Governors. Game number 2. They won the first one. Looking for a second one when we come back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Governor Postseason Volleyball.
DMC Wear Parts is a proud South Dakota business providing high-quality wear parts for all makes and models of heavy equipment. We quote you direct from multiple manufacturers, cutting out the middleman and getting you better prices than the large dealers. We specialize in cutting edges for motor graders, loaders, snowplows, and more. We offer complete undercarriages for dozers, excavators, pavers, and skid steers, including rubber tracks. Click to visit dmcwearparts.com or call or text 605-840-8082.
15-11. A lot of people here. They got to turn the music up a little bit louder in timeouts. That's got to be difficult for people like Marette Grage and Tiffany Stoser who want to have some timeout conversations. But we play on 15 to 11. Welcome back to Riggs High Gym. SoDak 16. Josie Wickersham out on the right side, away from the net, but she gets it to go. Governors unable to put that one back up into the air. And Brandon Valley trying to keep it tight here. 12 serving 15 is Wickersham ready to go. Rotating back, played up by Lainey Rinke. Sanchez, hot shot to Terwilliger. That would have gone long, but a set dig for Wickersham anyway. Now a block up front. Good job by Wickersham, and then by Paisley Hoff to clear it away. Terwilliger comes right back. Can't get that one to go. Got a loose ball up at the net, and that one falls on the Pierce side. Reese Terwilliger went up. She was going to block it. Didn't realize she really had a chance to really hammer it home, but didn't take advantage of it, and the Lynx get a kill from somebody, whoever was the last one to touch. Now the Governors with a miss from the middle, and Brandon Valley clawing back in this one. 15-14 Govs. Lob serve away from Wickersham, played up by Rinke. Here comes Terwilliger. That one's dug right back over to the Governor's side. Now misplaced, miscommunication, but Pierce scrambles it away. And this one not clearing, a 4-hit violation for Brandon Valley. And once again, just a misplaced set. Keep in mind, Brandon Valley working with a freshman setter in Raya Sheely. Governors fighting off that charge from Brandon Valley, leading 16-14 as Kaiser sends it across. Sheely to Hale, and Maya Hale hammers it back home again. Quick return for the Lynx that time. Back within one, 15 serving 16, but Hale's out of the front row. Sydney Benson will play through the back row with the white libero jersey. Kaiser with the play up here to Sanchez, outside right, good. Reese Terwilliger swings and scores, and it makes it 17-15. A lot of back and forth here. Governors having a difficult time shaking these Lynx here. 2-point advantage right now. Sheely will set it up to Gianna Stroh. That one's blocked well, defended. Swung out by Schleckaway, but there's a dig for Brandon Valley, and now Gianna Stroh will get this one to go. Couldn't get the first one, but that one makes it down in the middle back. It's 17-16. As Pierce settles for just one, and then done. In serve. Raya Sheely's turn to serve. Gets that one across. Kaiser set up for Boddicker. Big shot for Campbell, but that one won't go. It's dug out. Then Kennedy Kuiper takes a crack at it and swung over off the fingertips for Boddicker. It crawled across the net. Brandon Valley had a chance, but they free ball it back. Now Sherwood taps one back. Here's Stroh with a big swing. There's a block, but it's out of bounds. And Gianna Stroh will score. And the Lynx tie it up again, 17-17. Sheely continues in serve. This one a net one, but it'll crawl across. Kaiser makes a nice play out of it, and then it's Boddicker with the finish. Big point there for the Governors as Brandon Valley just keeps coming back, and they keep tying things up after the Governors have a bit of a lead. The Governors are getting the side outs when they really need them. Here's another one, 18-17, breaking the tie as Christofferson serves it. Brandon Valley, not much on it, but a well-placed free ball by Catherine Gray. Governors have to free ball it back. Sheila will set up. Stroh off the net. There's a dive for Price. Sanchez tried to keep it in play out of the ladder, but that is no good. That's a kill for Gianna Stroh. 18-18, and Stroh is back to serve. Lynx really playing well. There's a good job in keeping it alive for Christofferson. Governors get it out of there. Another dig here for Kaiser, but the second touch over. Brandon Valley put it right back, but Pierre covers that up. Now Boddicker through the block. 1, 2. Brandon Valley gets it away with some punch reflex. Now Sanchez swings and scores. I'll tell you what, both sides of the net featuring a lot of action and a lot of just instinctive play. Brandon Valley playing well here in this second set, but they just can't get the lead. Governors with another side out as Laney Rinke checks in to serve. 19 serving 18. Playing through the second set with the Governors winning the first one. Wickersham is blocked by the Governors. Now across it goes. Sanchez with a punch up in the air. Good chance for Price to push it out. Shealy leaves it here. Another punch back. Now Sanchez in midair, able to get up and spin. And then she'll hit it home. First touch to put it up into the air. McKenna Schleckaway, I'm going to give her an assist. How about that? 20-18, Governors by 2 now. Off the middle, though. Nicely done. Brandon Valley will score with Kennedy Kuiper's first kill of the second set. Back within 1, 19, serving 20. Kuiper lobs this one, but it won't make it. A little bit short. Second service error of this second game for the Lynx. They'll settle for just 1 that time. Governors with 4 to go, looking to go up 2-0. 21 serving 19. And Sharon Ferry says the Lynx aren't in the right rotation here. Coach Grage will get the explanation. So the Governors will take another gift point here. Up 3 with 3 to go in the second set. 22-19. Price sends it deep right side. Wickersham, bit of a misplay, but they get it back to Hale, who takes a great swing at it. Price digs it out, but now Kaiser down the left sideline. No good. Just missed that one. Wide left. Governors with 7 errors on the floor. Here in game 2, only 4 in that first one. They still lead 22-20, but they'd like a little bit more of a cushion right now. Kaiser will play it up to Christofferson this time. Terwilliger through the dig. Gavareski will get it returned back up, and then it is Raya Shealy who will put it back home. Governors were backing off, waiting for a bigger swing. They didn't get it. Service point here for Paisley Hoff and Brandon Valley, right to left. For the black and red, and tentativeness there for Laney Rinke. That's really the first time she's made a mistake today. Hoff with the ace, and we're tied at 22. Timeout to the Governors. We'll take it with them. A Coca-Cola break in the action, sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling and Pierre. All set, all knotted up here at 22 in game number 2. This is SoDak 16 volleyball from Rigside Gym on River 92.7.
At Wilbur Ellis, our forward-thinking approach to crop protection, nutrition, and seed development combines years of service and expertise to the latest technology wherever you are, whatever your needs. We offer seed sales, providing Integra, DeKalb, and NK seed, fertilizer and chemical application, which includes ground and air spray, and more. Much more. We're proud to sponsor all area sports and activities, with locations in Miller, Highmore, and Blunt. Wilbur Ellis.
To stop in and fill out an application. Red Rosa Italian Grill, 808 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Apply today, an equal opportunity employer.
3 in a row for Brandon Valley, coming back to knot it up again at 22-22. Welcome back to Riggs High Gym. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. Both teams looking to go to the state volleyball tournament, but a defensive point for Lily Sanchez, denying Josie Wickersham. Block point up front. The Governors take the lead again. 23-22. Sanchez will retreat and rotate to serve. Goes up right side, Lexi Gavareski. Sends Shealy on the run, and a good job here. Good decision for Price. It was a two-handed push away from Wickersham. They sent it too long. Brandon Valley has one more timeout to use. We'll take it, we'll We're going to keep it here, 24-22. That was an error for the Lynx. There's 6 of this.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you, too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities.
The Governors with another point at 17-15, but the Lynx tied it at 17, tied it at 18. Governors get a couple to get a slight cushion at 20-18, had it up 22-19, but Brandon Valley came back, tied it again at 22. Now 2 straight for the Governors, and we're at set point here in the second game, though, 24-22. Set return for Gabareski. Swing for Hale and a rare miss for Maya Hale, and the Governors will score the last 3 of the second set. And the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, it's Pierre 25, Brandon Valley 22. 2 down, 1 to go for the Governors on their quest to head back to the state AA volleyball tournament. We'll see if they can do it when we come back after another break, but we are at halftime. Halftime brought to you by Leiden & Associates, Ameriprise Financial. You'll find them in the Northridge Plaza in Pierre. 90 seconds, we go to the third. You're listening to Governors SoDak 16 Volleyball on your official voice for the Governors, River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436. Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at dancingsky.com.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/Learn and Earn today.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt. And there are epic moments.
Slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Relinquished the lead except for 1-0, the first point of that second set. Brandon Valley led 1-0 in that second game, just 2-1 in the first game. We're kind of getting twisted around, but we go to the third set, and the Governors lead 2-0. Kaiser. First swing on the return, the Brandon Valley Comtech first serve. There goes Remy Price into the crowd almost. Trying to keep one alive, but a good job by Brandon Valley to score first again here in the second game, and that'll be a kill for Maya Hale, who has her 9th of the afternoon. That's match high for an individual. Kaiser wants another one. She'll get this one. Set up by Sanchez, Avery Kaiser. She only had 1 kill herself in that third game, but the Governors had 10 overall. In fact, Brandon Valley had 13 kills unofficially in that second set. Now 1-1. Remy Price, the first server for the Governors, as per usual. Here's Hale from Sheely, and that one missing long. Error for the Lynx, giving the Governors a 2-1 lead. Of course, everybody remembers almost a year ago now, 2-0. Pierre led Brandon Valley in Rapid City. This time it's a block point, and it is Reese Terwilliger denying Josie Wickersham. RT with her first ace block. The Governors had 4 of those, which was huge in that second set. Now they've got 6 on the afternoon. 3 serving 1. Price. It was a hot shot down the right sideline. Played up by Wickersham. Good return by Sheely to Maya Hale, who will get one down. And here Campfire again. 10 kills for Maya Hale. Governors scored 3 in a row. Now 2 serving 3. It's Paisley Hoff to serve. And Hale will be given this one. Kaiser returned it right. Hesitation from Avery Kaiser, wondering if maybe Remington Price might take a stab at that one as well. As Wickersham gets her second ace of the afternoon. Terwilliger going to take a big swing. This one blocked well up into the air, and 1, 2, 3 is enough. Pierre will have a chance to get in system. Price with a bump pass and just a shove across from Kaiser. But that one is through the block attempt, and it's down on the Lynx side. Kaiser will score her 7th. Actually, they gave that one to Terwilliger. I believe that was Kaiser, though. 6-5. Governors back in front. Swinging off the net is Gianna Stroh. Dug out by Remy Price. Now up front, Campbell Boddicker with the reach and the tap across. Back row attack here for Wickersham. Nicely dug, and then the put across for Sanchez. 2 Lynx back row players going after it. There was nobody to follow once they got it back up into the air, and Lily Sanchez with the kill. Got to give Kaiser the credit for the dig that set that up, though. Now 7-5, and Kaiser back to serve, but misses low. That's only the second service error for the Governors all afternoon. 6 serving 7, though. It gives the Lynx the opportunity again, and Sydney Benson will serve. And Kaiser, or rather Terwilliger, unable to get to it. 2 quick aces here for the Lynx. Both teams with 5 aces, but 4 of the 5 scored by Lily Sanchez for the Governors side. Lynx have spread their aces around. Sherwood blocked up front by Brandon Valley, and don't look now, but Brandon Valley's got the lead. Kennedy Kuiper in position for that one. And up the middle comes Benson with an 8-7 lead now. Kaiser sets it back to Sanchez, and good. Sanchez out for Campbell Boddicker. And Campbell with kill number 5 on her afternoon. So the Lynx scored 3 in a row to take their latest lead of any of these first 3 sets. At 8-7, but now back 8-8. Serve back to the net, and Schleckaway tried to take a stab at it, but Raya Sheely, the setter, was up there to block. 5'8" freshman, making a heck of a defensive play. It was one of those returns of serve that has middle hitters just licking their chops, and you can see that's what Schleckaway was doing, but she just got beat. Freshman making a bit of a better play. Now 9-8 Lynx. Boddicker will swing, more conventional, but this one just a little bit long. Nicole Bowman with a good look at that one all the way. Just missed it by inches. It's 10-8. Brandon Valley for the first time today has a 2-point lead. Sheely again. Played up by Price. Good pass this time to Sanchez. Down the line goes Michaela Sherwood from the right side, and that'll score it. Governors will take side out back. Now Pierre playing from a little bit behind, 9 serving 10. Third set, Pierre wants to sweep. Brandon Valley wants to play more volleyball on a Friday afternoon. Here comes Kuipert. Couldn't get much on it. Pierre defense was there. Now Sanchez is blocked. She'll get it back. Second touch is over, and Brandon Valley returns it off the net. Played up by Boddicker. Does a nice job, and then in the back row, Kaiser will put it away. Slight miscommunication there for Brandon Valley, and Avery Kaiser reaps the benefits for kill number 8. 10-10, we're tied. Game number 3. Christopherson sends one to the back row. Played up by Wickersham. There's a swing away for Catherine Gray. Now Sanchez with a tapper. Got it away from Kennedy Kuiper and scores. And the Govs are responding with 3 in a row and counting. Back in front, 11-10. Christopherson again. This one deep. Too deep. That one goes long. You can see Elise put a bit of a charge into that one, but it still almost came down. But now we're tied again at 11-11. Here comes Jayana Stroh. Another youngster on that Brandon Valley squad. Sanchez dug out by Stroh. Here off the net, swung away by Catherine Gray. Now Boddicker has to power tap. No good. Loose ball up there at the net, and Brandon Valley got it across. Now another battle won by Sanchez. Josie Wickersham had a chance at that loose ball, but Sanchez gets it first. A kill for Sanchez, her third in this set, 6 in the game. 12-11. Governors lead in the third, almost halfway through. A block for the Governors. Kaiser with a loose ball, pushed it back. Brandon Valley will swing. Too long, though. The miss for Sheely. And the Governors lead by 2. 13-11. Now halfway home in the third, looking for the sweep and a return trip to the state tournament. And again, out of rotation are the Lynx. No argument there for Coach Grage. Governor's starting to build some momentum here as Lainey Rinke will serve for the third time in this run. She'll lob it deep. Played up by Benson. Now a tapper by Gray. The Governors were there defensively. Free ball back. Nice shot, though, by Gavareski. Here's Sanchez back, too. Schleckaway, who had the tap out. Now the Governors have it back. Kaiser up to Christopherson. Sanchez scores again. Lily Sanchez getting hot. 4 kills in the set. That's the difference right now. 15-11 Govs. We're in the third, and before the serve, a timeout will be granted to Marette Grage and the Brandon Valley Lynx as the Governors open up a 15-11 advantage. 10 to go. As they try to get back to the state tournament, we'll take a 30-second break. Brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. We're back with more Pierre Governor postseason volleyball.
In today's ever-changing housing market, you need a proactive mortgage lender who can guide you through every turn of the process, from your loan application all the way to closing. Jessica Jonkak with First National Bank in Pierre is dedicated to providing that level of service to her customers and making your home purchasing dreams a reality. Call Jessica today at 605-201-5254 or visit firstnationalbanks.com to learn more. First National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Back at Riggs High Gym here today, Governor Volleyball will be followed by the send-off for the Pierre Governor football team as they will jump on the bus when this one is over. Governor football send-off as the Govs take on T area tomorrow, 1 o'clock, and 12:15 pregame out of the timeout. It's a service ace for Laney Rinke and the Governors. Got the DRG Media Group Dakota Cruiser that'll be providing a little bit of music, just so, since the band won't be playing. Coach Mosier called us today. We said, sure, we'll help out. I don't care if it's snowing out. But Rinke, who got the ace, will give one back. Sends one long. The Governors opened up 5 in a row to take a 16-11 lead. Now 12 serving 16. Here come the Lynx from right to left. But the return of the favor as Kennedy Kuiper misses one long. Third service error for Brandon Valley today. Here has just 4. 3 of those here in this third set, though, as now it's Remy Price's turn. 17 serving 12. Gavareski gets one up in the air. A good swing here for Catherine Gray. Gray's third kill. Quick comeback there for Brandon Valley. Back within 4. 13 serving 17. This is Paisley Hoff. Lobs it back to Kaiser. Pretty close to the net. That'll be a lift. Serve return error here by the Governors. Elise Christofferson did what she could. Kaiser just put that one a little too close to the net. Christofferson, who was listed at 5'7". That might be a little generous. Would not get that one. Here's a good set pass outside, though, for Sanchez, but Lily is dug out. Now this is a dig of Josie Wickersham. Swing out by Kaiser. That's Hannah Lemieux, by the way, in the back row. And now an error in communication for the Lynx in their back row. Hannah Lemieux, one of the seniors, getting an opportunity to play SoDak 16 volleyball, her final match as on her home floor. Sanchez puts another dying ace up there in front of the Brandon Valley back line. Here up by 5 again, 19 serving 14. It's getting close to do or die here for the Lynx. Sanchez again. Gavareski plays this one wayward, gets it back from Wickersham, takes a swing from the back row, misses just wide. And Brandon Valley with 6 errors need another timeout. 20-14, Pierre by 6 with just 5 to go. On the way to the state tournament, we'll take another 30-second Coca-Cola timeout. This is Governor postseason volleyball.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
Riggs High Gym, a lot of people ready to erupt. As the Governors lead 20-14 out of the timeout. Serve returned right back, but good job in defense. Now Brandon Valley gets a defensive point. Second swing back by the Governors, blocked either by Maya Hale or perhaps Raya Shealy, I think that was Shealy, judging by the look on her face. Hale means, looks like she's all business up front, trying to keep her Lynx in this one. 15 serving 20. Governors will come right back, but a good punch dig here for Gianna Stroh. Now it's Price to Sanchez, back to Sherwood, good. Michaela Sherwood's 4th kill. What's the Govs in front again? By 7, that is. Or 6, rather. 21-15, side out. T-4 and counting. Tiffany Stoser just said to Grace Soma, get ready to go in. That may happen here after Kaiser's serve. Gianna Stroh will swing and score. She has 7, and Grace Soma, another senior, to come in and play the back row for Avery Kaiser. Avery's first exit of the match. Soma gets the first opportunity on a Sydney Benson serve. The setup for Boddicker. Wickersham dives and digs. Now Soma with an opportunity. Great effort, but this is a kill for Gianna Stroh again. Lynx back within 4, 21-17. 4-point lead with 4 to go for the Governors as Benson goes to Soma. Good pass up to Sanchez. Block of Terwilliger's attack. Back and out of bounds to the guys in striped coveralls. Coaches, husbands, the like. Reese Terwilliger, kill number 6. That's actually her first in this set. And Sherwood crushes one back home. The Terwilliger serve was right back to the net, and Michaela Sherwood said, we've missed enough of these. She wasn't going to miss that one. 23-17. Sherwood, or rather Terwilliger across. Here's a roll shot out right side. That is good for Kennedy Kuiper. And the Lynx trying to stay alive. 23-18 now. Terwilliger checking out. Governors do have Danny Beck and also Maddie Swenson, still seniors on the bench that haven't played in this one as of yet. Stroh will take a swing. There's Price. Sanchez leaves it, but this one long from Sherwood. 23-18. Make it 23-19. Oh, my goodness. It's 23-19. And here comes the serve for Raya Shealy. Soma. Line drive. Bailed out by Sanchez, then pushed away from Boddicker. Here's a block up front. Governors, the second touch over. Out of bounds from Brandon Valley. That is an ace block from McKenna Schleck away, and on your feet, Governor fans. It's match point here in the SoDak 16. 24-19. Sherwood out. Soma out. It's Elise Christopherson to serve for the match, trying to send the Governors to the Denny Sanford Premier Center in Sioux Falls next Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Here's a tapper over on the return. Kept off the floor from Christopherson. Block! It's up and good! Sanchez with the finish, and the Governors are heading back to the state AA volleyball tournament. Final score on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard in the third. It's Pierre 25, Brandon Valley 19, and a 3-set sweep. Again, not easy, but a 3-gamer nonetheless. It's 25-18, 25-22, 25-19. We'll see ya in Sioux Falls. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, and our postgame coming up. Postgame brought to you by Family Dental with offices in Pierre and Gettysburg. Of course, your scoreboard from Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Use their budget plan and keep full service to stay warm all season long with Gales Gas in Pierre. Governors win it today. We'll be back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball on your official voice of Governor Athletics, River 92.7, online at drgnews.com.
The team at
Limestone Canyon's flowing water
Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs.
Beck Motor Company has savings in every department this November. Up to $200 mail-in rebate on a set of brand new tires. Plus, we're throwing in 4 free oil changes. Holiday shopping ideas. Take 10% off all GM accessories. Spray and bed liners, only $5.95. Hand wash for just $20. And light details, $75 and $90. And don't forget, we have gift certificates available. Beck-Motors.com, 605-224-5912.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino from the App Store or Google Play. It only takes a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
Welcome back to Riggs High Gym as the Governors get the hardware as a state tournament qualifier. They win this SoDak 16 match in straight sets over Brandon Valley, 25-18, 25-22, and 25-19. The Governors will play the second match of the first round of the state AA tournament next weekend as the 5 seed. Most likely they'll get a rematch with Sioux Falls Jefferson, who before today was their last opponent in the regular season. Of course, last Tuesday in Sioux Falls, that night didn't go so well. The Governors will hope for a big turnaround and a big turn of events, if you will, next Thursday in the backyard of Sioux Falls Jefferson. Actually, the Denny Sanford Premier Center. We'll have that one for you probably at about 12:45 with that pregame, but we'll talk more about that in just a little bit. Still, perseverance for the Governors in this one. Brandon Valley kept coming charge after charge all game long, all match long. But for the most part, the Governors were able to accept tie games, but not allow the Lynx to take the lead. Brandon Valley had a couple leads. They had 3 leads in this match, actually 4, but 2 of them in that last set. And I'll give you the recap in just a bit. But again, every time it seemed that the Governors would tie, or I should say every time it seemed the Lynx would tie the Governors, Pierce seemed to get that side out to get the serve back in their corner. They were the team that seemed to be able to get the 2 and the 3-point runs, things like that, maybe a little more at a time. But the Governors were the team that was just able to fend off every every charge of Brandon Valley in this one. First game had Brandon Valley starting with a 2-1 lead, but then a few in a row, and the Governors got a 4-2 lead. But by the time it was 9-5, 9-6, it seemed like a 3-4 point lead throughout, and the Governors were able to still build that up more to a 6-point advantage at 13-7. They made it. They made it 18-10 at one point. A bigger cushion there. Seemed like the Lynx were ready to come back, though. They got all the way back within 2 at 19-17. Governors brought back 4 more, though, to go up 23-17. And after a Brandon Valley side out, the Governors scored the last 2 to win that first game 25-18. And then after the Lynx scored the first point of the second set, Governors back at it with 5 in a row to go up 5-1. But this was the interesting game where the Lynx kept coming back. They tied it at 7, tied it at 9, as we mentioned. Pierre got a 3, even a 4-point lead at 15-11, only to see Brandon Valley score 3 straight, come back within 1 at 15-14. And then from 17-15, they tie it at 17. They tied it at 18. Sorry, I'm struggling with the throat here just a little bit. Tied at 18. Pierre got a 22-19 lead. Lynx come back with 3 in a row. They tied it at 22-22, but then again, Pierre scored the last 3 to win at 25-22. Up 2 sets to none. And again, the Lynx score first in the third set. The Governors come back with 3 straight to go up 3-1. Lynx tied it up at 3-3. Governors went up 5-3. Lynx tied it at 5-5. And then the Governors go up 7-5. Now Brandon Valley comes up with 3 straight. They take a lead at 8-7, then led 10-8, but the Govs once again come back with 3 in a row. They go up 11-10. Lynx got a side out to tie it at 11-11. Pierre with another 5-point run from there to go up 16-11, and they never did look back after that. Brandon Valley got as close as 3 at 17-14. Governors opened up a 6-point lead at 21-15. It stayed that way at 23-17. Lynx got it back within 23-19, but the Governors get the last 2, and the Governors win at 25-19. Pierre will have Jefferson next week. As did mention, Jefferson won their match last night. So they've already qualified. And again, there's no restructuring, no re-bracketing in Class AA. So we know 5 teams who are qualified now, and we'll talk more about what's left to be determined later on in this postgame. But there's the recap. The Governors unofficially outkilling Brandon Valley 34-31. It was pretty nip and tuck in that department. Avery Kaiser with 8 and Lily Sanchez with 5 in the third set to finish with 8 kills to lead the way as well. Michaela Sherwood with 5. Campbell Boddicker with 5. Let's throw Reese Terwilliger in third place in that department with 6, and then McKenna Schleckaway with 2, a total of 34 for the Governors. For Brandon Valley is they'll finish with Maya Hale, a match-high 11 kills. Gianna Stroh swinging well, just a freshman with 8 kills. Stroh, a good-looking player for years to come, along with that setter, Raya Sheely, who did not play the first time these two teams met. Kennedy Kuiper with 4 kills. Catherine Gray with 3. Was Sheely unofficially with 2. Actually, Josie Wickersham with 3, but the Governors holding Wickersham to just 3, I think a pretty good stat in that department. Governors assisting on 27 of 34 of their kills unofficially, 15 for Lily Sanchez, 9 for Elise Christopherson. I've got Remy Price with a couple of assists and McKenna Schleckaway with 1 as well. Blocking, the Governors getting the advantage in that department once again, 7-4. They'll better the Lynx in that department. 2 blocks apiece for Lily Sanchez and for McKenna Schleckaway. You got Sherwood, Kaiser, Terwilliger all with 1 each. Raya Sheely, I think had 2 blocks. Kuiper and Stroh with 1 each for Brandon Valley. Serving the advantage to the Governors. A little slight edge there, 7-5 overall, but 5 of the 7 service aces from Pierre go to Lily Sanchez. Laney Rinke and Avery Kaiser had 1 each. And Josie Wickersham with 2 of the 5 for Brandon Valley. Sydney Benson, Paisley Hoff, Raya Sheely with 1 each. Only 3 service errors for the Lynx. The Governors only with 4. But errors on the floor, part of the story as well. The Governors finished with 15. They had 4 in the first, 4 in the third. Did have them at 7 in the second set. But Brandon Valley, as we mentioned, keys to success, they tend to be a little mistake prone, and I think they're a little bit younger of a squad, no doubt about that. That's what we saw on October 1st, and today may be part of the difference as well. They had 10 errors in that first set on the floor, 7 and 6 in the second and third, 23 errors overall to the Governors' 15, and it is Pierre moving on to the state tournament for a second straight year. 25-18, 25-22, and 25-19 are 3-set scores. Let's take another 2-minute timeout, and we're back with more. We've got big plays of the game brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics, and your player of the game from Cowboy Country Stores still to come. After a 2-minute break, you're listening to Governor Postseason Volleyball and River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE extension 2. That's 833-605-5483 extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Push it, pull it, drag it, haul it, tow it. Just get it to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. Right now, your trade is worth at least $3,000. If it's got a VIN number and on 4 wheels, we'll give you $3,000 for it when you trade in at Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. Don't wait. This special won't last long. Get $3,000 when you trade at Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota, 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Some restrictions apply. Limited one trade per deal. Minimum purchase $10,000. See dealer for details.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Welcome back at Riggs High Gym. Movement on the floor, if you're still watching, as the Governor football team will be making their way eventually to the traditional send-off to the state championship football game, which will be tomorrow at 1 o'clock with a kickoff. We're on the air at 12:15 tomorrow. So a good day to be a Governor here as Governor Volleyball wins this one in straight sets over Brandon Valley. Governor Football will try to make it 6 straight State 11 AA championships when they battle T-Area for the second straight year again tomorrow. Of course, last year was a classic. The first time Pierre and T-Area met this season, 35-30 on October 14th. Went all the way down to the last play. T-Area could have, if they'd have completed a Hail Mary, would have upset the Governors in that one. And, it's going to be a good one tomorrow. We'll talk more football coming up in just a little bit. Tiffany Stoser making her way to us to talk some shop in this one off of a 3-set victory. We'll remind you real quickly that we've got big plays of the game coming up from Hermanson Endodontics. Coach, you're going to the state tournament again. How does that feel?
Feels good. Feels really good.
It's one of these matches where I feel like Brandon Valley really brought out, maybe they didn't play their best match, but they brought out enough to really, really push you and the girls into having to step your game up. I mean, they every charge they had, and I keep talking about it here on a broadcast, a lot of ties in this one. You didn't surrender the lead very often outside of 1-0, 2-1, something like that. It was, somewhat early in that third set. They actually had you down 10-8. But other than that, you got the side out points when you needed. You kept the serve when you needed. This match, it's a home court match. Things just kind of fell into place, and really, really well played, I thought.
I think so. I didn't expect Brandon to be an easy match by any means. I didn't even know if we'd get it done in 3. Confident enough that our girls could do it, but you just don't know what to expect on a SoDak night. People play out of their minds. I remember being, we're the 5 today, but I remember being the 12 and playing 5 teams in it and just really battling out to the end because everybody's there for one last chance, one do or die game. And so we knew Brandon was going to bring everything they had tonight, and they did.
They absolutely did. But I really thought that as hard as they were swinging, I believe that Remy Price and Laney Rinke played one of their best matches of the season.
Yeah, they were on the floor digging up balls that I thought were down, and that's what they're going to have to do, and they know that. We've talked about that. They're going to have to be aggressive back there. Bodies falling everywhere. I thought our blockers got some touches that helped us out tonight when we needed it. All around good defensive effort.
A lot of reflex play, and I think there's a point where it's more than just reflex, it's instinct. And knowing the game and having been through so many different situations, there were players all over the floor, really both sides, but especially I think on your side that, just throw an arm up there and all of a sudden you get a ball up in the air and now you can get into system. And we saw a lot of that today.
Yeah, and that, believe it or not, the instinct balls, they can either go for you or against you. And tonight they went for us. Sometimes that causes error. I thought in Jefferson we were throwing hands up and it just never seemed to work out for us, but we were throwing them up before we were on the ground. So tonight was a defensive effort. They battled and did what they had to do back there.
Did a lot of things well. I don't think your error numbers were too bad. Second set maybe a little higher than you want, but serving was very good today. Just a few errors, but Lily in this case had those 5 aces that they're like sinker balls in baseball. The bottom just drops out of them. It's a good changeup or something like that. And serving aggressive was your key to success.
Yeah, and I thought they were out of system quite a bit. They're setting from that 10-foot line, and that's what we wanted them to have to do because we know their hitters are tough. They're really good, and so. We didn't want to have them up at the net. I thought our servers did what they had to do.
So you do look ahead, and it is Jefferson. They won last night. They're the 4 seed. You're the 5 seed, and forget about what happened last week. I think you can. Obviously, you can expect them to play well. You got to step your game up, and certainly no easy matches when you go to state. But you're there, and now you can focus.
Yeah, we got to step our game up a lot, and I think that we will. That was a terrible combination. I thought they played the best I've seen them, at least in all the games I watch, and I thought we played the worst. And sometimes it doesn't look very good on paper. So. We sometimes you don't get a second chance at teams when you really want one, and we wanted a second chance at them. I think that we can compete. I think that we can do what we need to do to get a win that night if we're all in it together.
I think if when you go to the state tournament now, I'll tell you what I would really like, and I'm not going to be saying we're going to go and win this thing and things like that. Obviously, that's what I'd love to see, but that's going to take 3 perfect matches to do that. What I'd like to see is just to get a win, get off the schneid here a little bit and feel and prove to everybody that you belong there. I don't know if that's the consensus. Obviously, you've earned your way, but do you belong there? Let's go prove that.
I'd love to do that, and I know these girls will, and we know we belong. I know these girls belong, and what other people think is what other people think, but if there's a crew of seniors that's going to show them, it's these ones right now.
Absolutely, Coach. I know they probably want to get going here, but any thoughts about how, let's think about the rest of the players on the bench. You got Hannah Lemieux in there. You get Grace Soma. I don't know if you got all of your seniors in there, but, you don't make state tournaments without having a great team across the net from those who are doing most of the dirty work in practice. Talk about what you get day in and day out from your role players in practice.
We aren't even close to what we are without those girls. And I think the only one I didn't get in was Danny, and I promised her some time at state because she was going in for Michaela, and then we had to switch. It just didn't work out. She had to go in the back row, and we didn't need her there. So we got everybody in. What they do in practice for us is they run in the bleachers, knock down balls every single day just so that they can make some other people play better. And that has to be a selfless act. And we have 4 seniors that do that for us every day. I can't thank them enough. I can't ever give them what they deserve, but they're definitely a key part of this team.
Well, and you talk about how much they talk on the bench and in timeout huddles and things like that. And I love hearing stories like that. And, we're looking forward to more. Coach?
Same.
Thank you, way
Brian.
to go.
Thank you.
Proud of the effort. Tiffany Stoser, the head coach, and the Governor girls going to the state tournament once again. They'll play Jefferson Thursday afternoon at 12:45 with the pregame. 1:15 is the slated first serve on that one. But we still have orders of business to take care of. We're back to giving you Hermanson Endodontics big plays of the game, and we'll start with that. Let's hear from Hermanson Endodontics. We'll tell you where this match turned in Pierre's favor for good after you hear this from Hermanson's in Pierre.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Ryan Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much of the tooth as possible using state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
Well, Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre, I think the big plays of this game are the fact that the Governors just didn't surrender leads today. And all of those ties that Brandon Valley kept coming back and claiming, but really with only one exception in that third game where they did take an 8-7 lead, built that to 10-8, but the Governors came back and it was 11-10, then 11-11, then the Governors had 5 in a row to open up that cushion that they kept the rest of the way at 16-11. And again, 17-14 was the closest Brandon Valley got later in the match, 23-19, but scoring the last 2 for Pierre to win it, as just the fact that the Governors got those side outs whenever they needed to was the big difference in this game. Those are the Hermanson Endodontics big plays in this one. From Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. And, of course, a player of the game, which would be a tough decision. But, hey, big pat on the back to Maya Hale of Brandon Valley with a match-high 11 kills to lead the way. Gianna Stroh swung very well today. And, freshman Raya Sheely in there at a setter spot. And maybe that's one of the changes that Brandon Valley has made in the second half of the season. But there were some mistakes, some young mistakes, but still, all in all, I think they've got some things to really look forward to. They will not lose Hale. They lose Kennedy Kuiper, a senior, Catherine Gray. They do lose Josie Wickersham, who I think has been maybe the leader of this team for a couple of years now, but also role player Natalie Stewart, a right side hitter, but only 4 seniors gone. They still get their libero back in Sydney Benson. They get their setters, Allie Gavareski, Lexi Gavareski, Riley Sheely, of course, the freshman will be back. Paisley Hoff, a good setter and server. Through the back row, and of course with Maya Hale and Gianna Stroh coming back. This team is going to be heard from next year and for the next couple of years in the Brandon Valley Lynx. But players of the game, candidates from Cowboy Country Stores for the Pierre Governors, well, the list includes a number of people. Let's hear from Cowboy Country Stores. We'll come back and make it official. You're listening to Governor Volleyball.
Anytime is a good time for Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Fill up your tank and your stomach. Hunting the fields, fishing the waters, taking kids to activities, Cowboy Country Stores are ready for you. Feed the family while on the go with delicious foods. Breakfast starting at 5 a.m. Fresh baked pastries, coffees, regular and breakfast pizzas. Federal Bird Stance. Convenience with a capital C. Cowboy Country Stores and Champs Chicken on Euclid and Harrison in Pierre and in Fort Pierre.
Well, players of the game, and a tough decision here, but, I think actually my players of the game will make it unofficial. Now, just about everybody's got T-shirts on this team over the course of the season, so we like to spread the wealth a little bit. And so my unofficial players of the game that would get T-shirts otherwise would include the back row players. Remy Price and especially Laney Rinke, I thought played outstanding today. And some of these hot shots that are coming at the back row, they're digging out balls that I don't think they've really dug out consistently over the course of the season. This just seemed like one of their better matches, and it's a great time to start stepping up your game because you're going to be staring down a lot of bullets over the next 3 matches that you play in the state AA volleyball tournament. But Laney Rinke and Remy Price, a job very, very well done today. But I do like to kind of note the people on the bench who make the starting unit what they are, and we talked a little bit about them. Some of those bench players like Grace Soma and Danny Beck in this case, they've got player of the game T-shirts from earlier in the year, but the other 2 seniors I sure would like to give a T-shirt to. Hannah Lemieux and Maddie Swenson, a couple of 5'7" back row players. I think it's time they get a player of the game T-shirt for what they do in the practice ranks. And Lemieux got in there, Swenson as well, but we're going to go that route for player of the game in this one. So they'll get T-shirts noting what they've done to help this team make another trip to the state volleyball tournament. They are the Cowboy Country Stores players of the game for Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre. Well, we've got one more break to take, and we'll come back and wrap this one up. We'll set you up for what we know of the state tournament already. There are still 3 SoDak 16 matches, 2 today, 1 tomorrow, that have yet to be played. And we'll take a look at some football prognostication and previews and cover what has happened in the state football championships already yesterday and today as well. And our final segment coming up, this is Pierre Governor Volleyball on River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotaststormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
It's pretty obvious the world is moving faster than ever, and that means my health sometimes takes a back seat. Pressing pause on life to call for an appointment, shuffle my afternoon schedule, drive across town for a doctor's appointment sometimes feels impossible. My day just got better because I'm feeling better with the help of Avera Now. I can use my mobile device or computer for an online video visit that allows me to see a provider for urgent care conditions 24/7. Technology that fits my life with the quality health care of Avera. Learn how to begin at avera.org/now.
Hey, DQ fans, I'm so thankful for November's Blizzard of the Month, and you will be too. The Oreo Hot Cocoa Blizzard Treat is back. Yes, you heard that right. Oreo cookies, cocoa fudge, whipped topping, and world-famous DQ soft serve all blended together into tantalizing treat perfection. Go quick. Something this delicious won't be available forever. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy taste good.
Health, happiness, and home. Hi, this is Tara Sunshine of Kathy Sunshine Properties. Purchasing or selling a home can be the largest investment you make. I invite you to choose our team to help you with the process. For over 48 years, our office has been successfully serving the buyers and sellers of the Pierre-Fort Pierre area with our professional service. It is our goal to provide you with superior service. Contact me, Tara Sunshine, at Kathy Sunshine Properties, 605-224-5588.
One more time to Riggs High Gym is the final match of the final event in this gym of the fall sports season, has the Pierre Governors heading on to the state tournament, defeating Brandon Valley in straight sets today, as once again already in SoDak 16 play. Sioux Falls Jefferson, the 4 seed, will move on. They'll play the Governors next Thursday. Harrisburg, the 3 seed, is in with a straight set win over Mitchell last night. Sioux Falls Lincoln beat Watertown 3-1. The 6 seed is in. Also Huron, the 7 seed, with a 4-set win over Aberdeen Central, is in. So 4, 5, 6, or let's make that 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 have all qualified. Later on today in Sioux Falls, number 1 Sioux Falls Washington will place Douglas, and number 2 O'Gorman battles Spearfish. We certainly expect Washington and O'Gorman, two of the top teams, to make it through. But the interesting battle will be number 9 Sioux Falls Roosevelt out at Rapid City Stevens. That match is scheduled for tomorrow. That'll wrap things up. Washington with a win would be the 1 seed. O'Gorman would be the 2 seed. The winner of that match tomorrow, Roosevelt and Stevens, would play Washington in the first round. And then that would be followed by again, that's assuming Washington beats Douglas, which should be likely. Then you'll have 4 and 5, Jefferson and Pierre. And then the second session has what would be number 2, O'Gorman, presumably, taking on number 7, Huron. And then Aberdeen, or I should say Harrisburg, the 3rd seed, taking on Sioux Falls, Lincoln. So ESD schools, Pierre and Huron, are in Harrisburg as well, but they're a metro school. Also, you'll have Jefferson and Lincoln already in, probably Washington and O'Gorman as well. So, and then perhaps Roosevelt if they happen to beat Rapid City Stevens. So that's what the tournament field is going to look like. We're looking at a 12:45 pregame Thursday and a 1:15 first serve in that second match of day number 1 of the state AA volleyball tournament from the Denny Sanford Premier Center next Thursday in Sioux Falls. Of course, tomorrow we've got Governor Championship football, the 11 AA rematch. The championship number 1 this time around is the Pierre Governors. They'll take on number 2, T Area, 10-1. Their only loss was on October 14th at Hollister Field to the Governors, 35-30. So very much people looking forward to that one. In the meantime, the 9B championship was played yesterday. Hitchcock-Tulare beat Harriet Selby 50-28. The 9A title went to Gregory last night, 36-23 over Warner. And again, congratulations to the Wall Eagles, the state 9AA champions. And I'm just tickled to have a West River team winning a state title. Really am. 34-14. Eagles are unbeaten and number 1. 11B is underway. They're through a quarter. Number 1 against number 2. In the rankings, number 1 against number 3 in the seedings. It's winner in a tie, scoreless actually, with Elk Point Jefferson. I expected this game to be maybe one of the best games of the weekend, and so far it is anybody's ball game. So no score yet. That's the 11B title match. Tonight it's Del Rapids and West Central kicking off at 7:30, and of course after the Governors and Titans tomorrow afternoon, the 11 AAA match has Sioux Falls Jefferson and Harrisburg going at it tomorrow as well. Safe travels we wish to the Brandon Valley group, the troop who came up here. Hopefully things are easy and heading back home. And we wish you the best on behalf of the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, who celebrates being a part of a team. And, of course, Pierre fans, as you head to Vermilion, keep your eyes on the road, not on your phone. That reminder from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Should mention also this postseason broadcast has been brought to you by River 92.7 and our advertisers and the member schools, Pierre and Brandon Valley of the South Dakota High School Activities Association. No rebroadcast in whole or in part can be made without the express written permission of the SDHSAA. For Caleb Brozick running camera, go Warriors. And for live tickets and for Heather Williams in studio, I'm Brian Oakland. It's a great weekend to be a Governor, as the Governor girls are on to the state volleyball tournament. The Governor boys going for 6 straight tomorrow on the football field against T Area tomorrow. Hope you can join us for that one starting at 12:15 with our pregame tomorrow afternoon. Until we meet with you then, I'm Brian Oakland, the Governors on your final Gales Gas Service scoreboard, sweeping the Brandon Valley Lynx today, 25-18, 25-22, and 25-19. To all veterans, thank you. And we wish you the best of this rest of your Veterans Day. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll be back with you tomorrow. Your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7, drgnews.com.